Once upon a time, in a faraway land, an old king thought it was about time his son was married.
You need to be married, my son. I will try to find you a wife.
He invited princesses from far and near to a party, but the prince didn't fancy any of them because they were as ugly as witches.
I can't believe how dreadful all these girls are.
The king declared that his son better find himself a wife.
My son, if you are going to be fussy, then you will have to find yourself a wife. There is nothing more I can do.
So the prince mounted his horse and rode off to see if there were any beautiful maidens in his kingdom. Before long he reached a forest, at the edge of which was a berry tree with tasty fruity berries hanging from it. So he picked 3 berries and placing them in his pocket went on his way. It was a hot day and the prince felt thirsty. He pulled out the first berry and ate it. It was orange flavoured, and wonder of wonders, out sprang a beautiful maiden with eyes the colour of the sky and hair the colour of the sun.
"Give me a drink of water, I beg you, please."
But the prince had no water to give her, so the girl vanished. The sun beat down and the prince ate the second berry. It was strawberry flavoured, and wonder of wonders, out sprang a maiden with eyes the colour of emeralds and hair the colour of a red hibiscus flower. She begged him for water he did not have.
Please, please, I'm so thirsty. Can you give me some water?"
Then she too vanished. The prince rode on, and at last the prince came to a spring and drank his fill. Now feeling hungry, he ate the third berry. It was blackcurrant flavoured, and wonder of wonders, out sprang a maiden with hair black as a raven's wing and a face as white as a jasmine flower. "Give me a drink of water, I beg you, please." He scooped some water up for her to drink, and so the spell was broken, for a witch had imprisoned her in the magic berry. The prince and the maiden were married, and before long they became king and queen. But the witch eventually discovered that the girl had been set free. So she went up to the palace gates in disguise, crying out,
"Hair clips and ribbons! Who will buy my fine hair clips and ribbons?"
The queen, being a kind and generous person, asked the old woman to come in. The witch took out a hair clip topped with a jewel.
"Let me fix this in your beautiful black hair."
The queen bowed down and the witch thrust the hair clip into her head. Suddenly, wonder of wonders, she was turned into a rare black butterfly, which flew away into the forest where the king was hunting. The king caught the rare black butterfly as a present for his queen. It reminded him of her. To his dismay, when he came home, she was nowhere to be seen. Months passed. His only comfort was the black butterfly, a reminder of his lost love. One day, as he stroked the butterfly's head, he felt the jewel embedded from the hair clip, and he pulled the hair clip out, and wonder of wonders, there stood his beautiful queen. The king ordered his men to bring the witch to the palace, but there was no need. News came back that the witch had caught a terrible disease and she had died in her bed that day. The king and queen lived happily forever.